So, we are here with a slightly different collect esports video because it's still esports related. And huge thanks to LIQUIPEDIA for doing this, because I think we might even take a stab at this in a more fun way afterwards. So they're doing 64 logo battle. So we're going to go through and, you know, we're going to vote. Like, we got the first round. So let's go into it, which is... the first round closes today in 3 hours. So we're going to complete this. I'm going to get this video up fairly quickly, and then who knows, maybe we might even make a stream out of one of these. But yeah, as you can see, like, they've got a list of teams going up against each other, like Team Liquid versus TSM, Leviathan versus Aura. So we're going to go down because the voting is down here. And we're going to vote, like, who we think has the better logos. And we're going to take part in this, because this is cool. I'm going to go for Team Liquid, straight away on this. Okay, so this specific one, I did this yesterday on my own account, so this is fine. So this one, in theory, should work. And I do think Leviathan here is better. Yeah, so it was just this one when I opened up yesterday for the first time to see it. Fnatic versus Reject. No, like, Fnatic's logo is just iconic. Like, we gotta go for that. We're not gonna look at the results though. We'll go over this together in the next one and see how we did. So, Twisted Mind versus Tundra. Like, for me, Tundra, 100%. Like, the logo is just better. I'm split here because I miss the old NIP logo. So, as much as I like NIP as an org, Carmine is just going to take it for me on this one. Spirit versus Talon. I feel like I'm going to have to give it to Spirit, but maybe not. This is rough because, I mean, it has to be OG. Like, it has to be Optic. Riddle versus Ends, like, that's Ends, hands down. Like, Riddles is just, meh. Boom versus Crazy Raccoon. I don't really feel like either one of those looks that special to me. But we'll go with Boom. A good logo is important, and same for a good jersey. I'd love to go back through and look at how all of these teams have their 2025 jerseys and do the same like thing. FUT versus Tyloo. Tyloo's logo. I've always liked Tyloo and how they do their logos. It's fairly good. FaZe versus Dignitas. No, we're going FaZe. Like, Dig, you used to have it even better, but you ruined it. Virtus hands down. Like, the bear is just great. Luminosity versus OG. I'm quite the fan of Luminosity here. Like, I really like Luminosity's logo. I always kind of have. Chiefs, it just doesn't look special here. Now, I do miss the old Heroic, but I do think it's still better than this. Sentinels versus Paper X. Let's go with Sen. I think, what is this Alliance logo? Like, why? The old A was good. This reminds me of the Hellraisers we ran. So, Big is taking that, 100%. Oh, this one's a bit more difficult, actually. We go with Astralis. Here, easy. Team Secret. Team Secret has the better logo. 100 Ds, hands down. Heretics over Disguise. Sorry, Toast, but Heretics logo is cool. Navi or DFR. I don't know. I like Navi's logo. Like, this to me is not a logo. So BLG gets this. Look, Space Station has done some cool stuff. I'll give it to them. They have. But Furia is taking my heart here. Like, 100%. Envy versus Koi. I think Envy would have taken this in most cases to me. I like the blue version of the logo, but Koi's logo, honestly, like, they did this well. Like, I'll give it to them. T1, hands down. Like, there's no question there for me. I just don't like this from Loud. I respect that they're simple, and I respect why it's fun, but I like BBLs here. See, this is unfortunate that this is just the white version, because I've seen a couple coloured versions that makes DRXs like kind of cool. So for me, in this specific example, Genji. Mongols, great logo. I feel like Gaben has to take it over NRG here. Oh, we got the last three. Falcons and Mouse. I'm not sure really. Mouse has had a good few. Falcons. Go for the Mouse. I get what Falcons were trying to do with their logo, but I feel like Mouse hits it better with the shape. G2. Right? G2 has it. Look, I respect complexity, but M8 have done really well. So, you know, we'll scroll back up. We'll start here. Like, potentially, we're going to see what? Liquid versus Leviathan, potentially. Fnatic versus Tundra. I want to say Spirit versus Carmine Corp is where this is going to be. But NIP could probably beat out Carmine. So it could end up being NIP versus Spirit or Talon. Vitality, it depends, because Optic Gaming has such an incredible fan base behind them if they're voting right. But so does Vitality with the Golden Hornets. So it's going to be an intense battle to see. Riddle versus... Like, it's easy. I just can't see Ents losing that one. But looking at this side of the bracket, right, like... I'm trying to scroll so you can see. We can't right now, okay. It's hard to think who's going to make it all the way, honestly. If they get their fan bases involved, like really get their fan bases involved, I could see it being one of four. I could see it being Team Liquid, like coming in this side. Alright, so I guess, okay, from the top side, it's tough because Carmine Corp has an insane fan base, Liquid has an insane fan base, Vitality and Optic does. So for this spot, there are four teams that if they get all their fan base, easy. Here, I feel like FaZe and maybe Sentinels have two of the solid fan bases that would follow this to go up. So this could be FaZe versus Sentinels, like, but that's super like early predicting. Could be horribly wrong here. And then coming down to the bottom, just from the top half, there's a lot of options. It's gonna be hard to say. But let us know in the comments who you think is going to be the absolute winner of the LIQUIPEDIA logo contest. And maybe we should do the exact same bracket, because it's already lined up for us based on jerseys. What do you reckon? Let us know down below. This was the Esports channel, and thank you for tuning in.